Hey everybody, it's your girl Emma, and I'm back live. I'll wait for you guys to come on in. Today is Wednesday. We got two more days to go live. Hello, hello. Let me make sure, y'all, that I can see the comments. I've seen other people's live streams, and I think I'm not the only one that's having difficulty with not seeing people's comments. Hi, I I can't pronounce your name, but how you doing? I'm glad you can join me for my live stream. So, how's everybody doing today? Everybody's doing good. Good. Everybody's doing good. Hi, Lakeisha Brown. Hi, Brown Eyes. I guess it was a good thing for me to wait an hour later, because normally I come on at about 4, and it's going on about 5 o'clock right now. So maybe it was the title that caught everybody's eyes. Maybe that's what it was. In any case, that's all right. I'm glad you guys are here. So how's everybody? Everybody's doing good? Good. Everybody's doing good. So we're going to hop right into the video. Y'all, I'm so used to saying video. I can't help it. But I'm not going to be on here long today, y'all, because today I have to go to work tonight. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And all of those can come in and join us as we talk and discuss. And you all, give me you all opinion about how you can get over past hurt. Because this is to help people, especially young people. I'm 53. I've been hurt in the past and I've moved on. I've been married before and I've moved on. Husband cheated on me, had an affair. So how do you get over past hurt? Whether you're married or whether you're just going together, like girlfriend, boyfriend, that type of thing, you're shacking up. How do you get over past hurt? So you all weigh in on the discussion and give in some of you all's past relationships, how you all moved on, so we can help our younger people. And not only just our younger people, as you all know, sometimes older people have a little problem with moving past being hurt, and sometimes I think it's even worse for them than it is for some of the young people. Because see, young people, they like, hey, whatever, moving on next. Yeah. So maybe you all can weigh in on the discussion, but let me give you my personal advice, because like I said, I've been married before and I've been divorced. And how did I get over the divorce and the hurt, or not even just that, just being in a relationship? Because I've been in a relationship, past relationships, after I've gotten divorced, and I've been hurt and I moved on. The way you have to do it, first of all, you have to start off by forgiveness. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for coming in and joining me on my live stream. Hi, Leslie. Blessings to you too, sweetie. So the way I did it, at first I had to let go. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to forgive first. Because if you don't forgive, you can't let it go, because you're still holding on to the past and what somebody said or did and hurt you to the core. I mean, some people get, a little mild hurt. Sometimes we say hurt is hurt. Well, that's true to a degree, but some hurts cuts you a little deeper than other hurts. This is not the type of hurt where you lied on me and you hurt my feelings. We're talking about relationship hurt, right? Am I right, Leslie? That's the type of hurt we want to talk about. Okay, so what you have to do first, you have to forgive that person that hurt you the most, whether it be girlfriend or boyfriend, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, your best friend, whether it be a man or a woman. You have to learn how to forgive, because if you don't forgive, you will hold on to the thing or whatever happened to you, hold on to it. And sometimes you think that you have letting stuff go when reality you haven't letting it go. And why have you letting it go? Because you have not quite forgave yet. And forgiveness is hard to do sometimes when you've been hurt at the very core of your life. Am I right, y'all? Hi, beautiful butterfly. Hi, James. Hi, John. So, do you all understand what I'm saying? It's hard to let go when somebody has hurt you to the core. Like I said, now, it depends if you're in a relationship or a friendship. So, the question is, how do you let it go? Number one, you have to forgive. If you can't forgive the person, you'll never move on. You might even get in other relationships. You might even get remarried. You might even have a close relationship with a friendship. But somehow or another, it's just like your shadow. Your shadow follows you everywhere you go. And somewhere down in that relationship, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend relationship, or a friendship, or a cousin, brother, whatever type of relationship it is, whatever it fits in your life, you'll always flash back and think about what somebody done. So you'll always be skeptical about it. Why? Because you haven't forgave. When you forgive somebody in your past relationship, you can move forward with a clean slate. You can move forward then. You can move forward. Why? Because you have letting that thing go out of your heart. Only is when you haven't letting it go out of your heart is when you can move forward into a new relationship, whether that relationship be a girlfriend or boyfriend relationship, or whether that relationship is a family related relationship. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So some of you all tell me some of the things that how you all have moved on past past hurt in your life. Because like I said, now it can be rough. It can be traumatized. It can traumatize you. Some people's lives have gone down the tubes all because they have been tremendously hurt within the relationship. I want to deal with all the aspects of being hurt in the relationship because being hurt goes deep. It goes real deep if you ever really been hurt. There are some people have died and moved, have just died, and people are still holding on to the hurt. Still holding. The person been dead 15 years, and when you talk to them, say, you know what? And I'm still mad about that, and I'm still hurt about that. Why? Because you have yet forgot to forgive. You have to forgive first. That's the first step in forgiveness. That means if your boyfriend cheated on you, even if if you catch your husband in the act in adultery, you got to forgive, and it's a process sometimes. You don't get over like that. Am I right, ladies? Am I right about that? You don't get over it like that. Same thing for men. Men don't get over hurt like that. It's a process. And within that process, you have to pray. Y'all know I have to throw the word of God in here. You have to pray and ask God to heal your heart, when you've been broken to the core of it. Forgiveness, however, it still does not go away. Always going to remember that I tried to let it go. Yes, it doesn't. It'll go away. It's just like saying, time heals all wounds. You might have the scar, but the wound has healed. It's just like if your child should fall, or let's just use us too. But I'm just going to use it as an example. When if you have a fall and and the skin comes off of it, it's fresh, it's sore, it's tender, right? Y'all follow me? It's tender, it's sore. You can see the meat. It's just real tender to touch, okay? But over time, it heals itself, right? It heals itself. The skin grows back. And sometimes the scar, it goes completely away. Why? Because time has healed itself. That is very true with your life as well. Except one thing, you don't ever forget. You can't forget because it's always back in that memory bank, but you don't hold on to it. So it's very true that time heals all wounds. Now I was looking in my Bible, and I looked it up on the internet. I was trying to find Bible scriptures to get some of you all. What does God say about the heart? About the heart being broken. What does God say about that? Let me put my specs on. There's a lot of Bible verses in here that talks about the matters of the heart. So let me get my hair down here right. We can't be looking all crazy on TV. I mean, on camera. Okay. So now another thing, Valentine's Day is coming up. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So let me find one of these. Okay, let me find one of these Bible scriptures on here that tells you what God says about the heart, about a broken heart. About the broken heart. So let me hear some of you all's conversation about it as I find it, and I'm going to continue to talk because there's so many in here about what does the Bible say about the broken heart. Okay, there's one in here. Now, when the Bible talks about the heart, it talks about it in the spiritual and the natural sense. Okay, but here's one, and you all try to fit this in your life or in the discussion because it goes with the heart. It says, uh, um, um, I'm trying to the book, uh, um, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 26. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26. It says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So what it's saying is, it said, be ye angry. So in other words, you're going to be upset when somebody cheats on you, right? That's natural. You're going to be upset about that. You're going to be brokenhearted. But then it says, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Don't let the sun go down without you forgiving the person. That's what it's talking about. Hi, Robert. How are you? So that's what it said. Thank you for joining in on my live stream. We're talking about how to get over past hurt. First things first, is forgiveness. I think forgiveness is going to be the main factor in all of this. And all of us have had past hurt. Things have happened to us in our lives, but you have to be willing to forgive and move forward. And then when you move forward, you don't want to bring that past hurt into a new chapter in your life. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm a good host. I just woke up. Okay. Welcome to my live stream, Robert. Welcome, 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 welcome. All of my new visitors, welcome. Feel free to weigh in on how do you get over past hurt. And I would like to see what you guys are saying because our young people need to know how to deal with hurt, and a lot of times our young people and older people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we go out and we jump into new relationships trying to get over the old relationship of being hurt. And then we make foolish and unsound decisions by going around because you hurt. So you jump in bed with somebody else. Why? Because you hurt. And you figure, well, if you make me feel good, I'll be all right and I'll get past and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be all right. No, you're not going to be all right because you still have to deal with the hurt that you have in your heart, and going around jumping into bed with this person and that person, jumping into a new relationship when you're still holding on to that past hurt is just going to mess everything up. It's just going to mess it up. So first thing first, I have to keep saying you have to forgive. And then somebody might say, well, I forgave, but it's still there. It's still there. If it's still there, you have to pray and ask God to help you to heal your heart. And you have to really, really ask yourself now, did you really let it go? Did you really, really let it go? Now, sometimes you can let stuff go, and this is not contradicting myself. You can let stuff go, and the devil will bring stuff back into your memory. Because sometimes everybody has, they hide and then they have the lows. And sometimes when you at your low moment, the devil likes to creep in. He likes to speak to you. Oh, such a so-and-so did this to you. Such a so-and-so person did this to you. So then you kind of go back and you look back in your past and you kind of remember some of the past things that somebody has did or said to you. Don't let the devil bamboozle you and trick you to go back and look back. Move forward. Move forward. How do you put joy and happiness in your life? You got to put joy and happiness in his life. You put that in your life. How do you do that? Whatever that makes you happy. Whatever that puts a smile on your face. That's how you do it. I heard a lot of people, I need to be in a relationship to make me happy. No, 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 no. Only person you need in your life to make you truly happy is God. That's the only person you need to make you happy. Man can't make you happy. Let me tell you what man gonna do for you. Man's gonna let you down and disappoint you every time. Even when they mean to do good to you and for you, they're gonna let you down every time. Why? Because they're human mortals. But God is not a human mortal. He's a spirit. He's a great big God. He's never gonna let you down. When you're crying in the middle of the night, who you crying for? Oh, Johnny, oh, Susie, oh, Bethany. Oh, Lord, oh, I just miss you so. Then you're going to say, oh, help me, Lord, I need some help. That's who's going to come in and help you. He's the one that's going to come in and help you. So you don't need man to fulfill your life, to make you happy. They're a part of your happiness. They're a part of it, but that's not the main person that's going to make you happy. Only you can make you happy. And you think about it. Those of you all that are single right now, we're going to leave married people out. This is for single people. This is for single people, okay? Valentine's Day is tomorrow. And let me share something with you. Now, when I used to just hate Valentine's Day. Just hate it. I used to say, I hope it's snow outside. I hope it's sleep outside. I don't want nobody to go nowhere. Why? Because I was used to going out, going to the movies, going to a fancy dinner. I was used to coming home, finding roses on the table, candy on the table, cards on the table. I had got accustomed to that. And I love Valentine's Day. But I was hating on everybody else. I used to tell my girlfriend, I hope it rains all day. Can't nobody go outside. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I used to hate Valentine's Day. I wanted everybody to be miserable. If you can cast a dark cloud over St. Louis, Missouri, honey, I was the person that was casting the dark cloud over everybody because I didn't want nobody to have a good time because I didn't have a good time. I used to get depressed. I'm just sharing my story with you. I used to get so depressed. I used to go in my room and close my doors, close the blinds, close the curtains, and watch black and white old movies all day. And you better not come calling me talking about happy Valentine's. Don't happy Valentine's about what? But now I'm in a totally different space. Doesn't even matter. Now I want the sun to come out for everybody. I like to hear everybody, oh, what your husband get you, honey? What your boyfriend get you, honey? The girls all up on the job. What did you do yesterday? I'm all excited now. Why? Because I had to bring that joy back into my own life. Yes, I did. Hi. Oh, you got your phone back on. You got your minutes back up. How you doing, sis? From Africa. Mercy TV. How you doing? Hi, Cecilia. Hello, hello, hello. Good that you ladies can join me on the live stream. So now I'm all excited about tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I don't have a sweetheart. I'm my own sweetheart. I know that probably sounds crazy, but yes, I am, child. I ain't wearing this red lipstick for nothing. Okay? You're doing great. Good, good. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm happy to see everybody that's on here. So now I'm excited about Valentine's Day. I don't wish no bad luck on nobody. I don't wish the weather to be bad. Now I want the weather to be warm and sunny so everybody can go out and enjoy themselves. You're using your free Wi-Fi. Okay, good, good, good. So we're talking about how do you get over past hurt. And if you can give some advice to help the young people out and tell them how to move forward within their lives, free to give your advice to help them out, you know. So yeah, now I'm happy. I'm happy. Did a man make me happy? No, I made myself happy. I had to, let go of the past. I had to not focus on my past relationship, how this person did this, that, and the other. I had to go into my own heart and say, hey, Emma, pull yourself together. This is all about you. You have to make yourself happy. Thanks. This message is really nice. Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. Brown eyes on the budget. I'm glad you like it. Good. So reprogram your mind. You have to snap out of your depression. Okay, like I said, I'm not telling you it's not something you can just snap and you're over it. No, it takes time to heal your heart. It takes time. But when God is trying to heal your heart, don't slip back into that. Don't slip back into that woe is me. And, I just can't pull myself out of, because a lot of times past relations have damaged a lot of women. A lot of women. You can have girlfriends, you say, well, she used to look so pretty. She was so happy. But ever since that relationship went bad, she ain't been the same. Help her through that. Help your sister, help your brother get through the hard times and the rough times. Help pull them through some of the hurt in the past relationships. Help them out, because everybody's not as strong as the next person. Everybody's just not strong like that. Because I'm strong and I had a support group. Everybody doesn't have that. A broken heart can cause you to go on medication. We're not talking about death. We're talking about relationships. Sometimes, you look around, you go to your doctor and he's like, what's wrong? You tell him what's going on. Your husband did this and your girlfriend did that or whatever. And you look around, you on medication to help you sleep. Because you don't want to think about it. Then all of a sudden you want to drink, and now you're drinking. Why? Because you're trying to submerge what you feel, deal with it, and ask God to help you get past the past relationships. Does that make sense to y'all? Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like that. So, this do positive stuff within your life. Do stuff that's going to make you happy, make you whole again, so that you don't think about the past. And when you see yourself healing from the past, go with that. Go with it. Get out and start doing stuff. I'll tell you, for your ladies, you know, when you're getting over a past relationship, get busy. Start doing stuff. Start cleaning up your house. Start spring cleaning. Go out and help the elderly. Go out and help your auntie that you haven't seen in a while that needs some help. Go over there and clean up her house. Get your mind off the stuff. Movement is a good remedy to keep your mind occupied for those that are still going through the process of being hurt. And for those that have past relationships, don't let the devil bamboozle you and slip you back into that old situation to where you're thinking about your past. Now, I don't see any comments. I'm only seeing 2 people on here. I don't know if this thing is acting up again or not. I don't know. But yeah, it's like that. So, getting over hurt, you can get over it. You can get over it. It takes time, but you definitely can get over it. Hi, Rose. How are you? I'm glad you can join me. So you can get over your past relationship. And like I said, sometimes people can get over it by moving into a new relationship, but that's only if you have forgiven the person that hurt you in the past. That's only if you have forgiven them. Now, don't expect to get into a new relationship and expect, everything to be peachy and roses when you haven't let go your past relationship. It doesn't work like that. And I'm going to share something else with you too. When you're getting in relationships, and if you're getting into a relationship and your little red flag comes up in your head and it says, I don't know, something about him is not right. I don't know, something about her is not right. Go with that. And that will eliminate a lot of hardship in your life. Don't get so consumed, because she fine looking or he fine looking. You know that saying that says everything that look good to you ain't good for you? Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So, yeah, I'm just waiting to see what you guys have to say about it. What are your thoughts and views on getting over past hurt relationships? Leslie, do you have anything to say? You want to add anything about that to help the young people out, how to get over past relationships? Y'all, I'm thirsty. I gotta take a little drink of water. Water's so good when you're thirsty. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, y'all, and I know it's not good for me. So yeah, getting over a past relationship, it can be done. It can be done. You can get over it. It takes a while, and you move forward. You know, you dust yourself off, you know, you start taking care of yourself. Don't let yourself go down, you know. Uh, like I said, time heals all wounds, you know. Anybody have anything to say about it? I don't know if you guys are talking to me or not. I was watching Tosh yesterday. She did her live stream, live prank in the grocery store, and she couldn't see the comments either. So I'm guessing this is what's going on now. I don't know, but so yeah. So how to get over past hurt. Now that we're dealing with the past hurt, let's deal with when you're in a relationship. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about the bad relationship. We're not going to talk about when your relationship is good. You know everything's peachy, everything's is fine. But let's talk about when you're in a bad relationship that causes your relationship to go bad, so that you're hurt in it. Let's talk about that just a little bit. We're still dealing with how do you get over past relationships, but ordinary for it to be a past relationship, you have to be in a relationship, right? You have to be in it. So if you're in a relationship and that relationship is not good for you, do you stay in it or do you get out of it? If you know that your husband or your boyfriend or whatever is a cheater, do you stay with him to continue to get hurt? Or do you stay in the relationship because you're in it because, well, I have kids. I was married and I had kids. Sometimes you do more damage by staying in a relationship with kids than you do getting out. So don't ever stay in a relationship. And this is for men and women. So we always focus on the woman because most of the time it is a woman that has the kids. But even for a man, if the relationship is toxic, you need to get out of it, even with the kids. Because what are you doing? You're showing that little girl, that little boy, how mommy and daddy don't love each other anymore or having problems within the relationship, that they're arguing all the time. Mommy is upset, you know. And I know some people might say, well, we don't argue for our kids. Well, you might as well argue for them because the tension is thick. You can feel it. So you might as well go on and get it out. You know, we don't argue when they ain't here, when they at school or when they sleep. Don't you know kids can hear you in the bedroom when you arguing? Yes, they can. They can hear you in the bedroom when you argue. So don't stay in a relationship if it's causing you mayhem and trauma and upsetness, and it's upsetting the kids, and especially if it's an abusive relationship. No, no. God ain't told you to stay in no abusive relationship now. Now, he said, do death to us part through sickness and health. That's what he told you in your marriage vow. He didn't say if you beat me half to death and you beating on my kids. No, God ain't told you to do that now. I don't see that nowhere in the word. But he did say, if you want to reconcile your marriage, you can do that. You can do that. Not everything is meant to be divorced. Some things are meant for you to reconcile and try to get it together. Yeah. Okay. So anybody got anything else they want to say? Now, like I said, y'all, I'm not going to be on here very long today because I have to go to work. But I did want to come in because Leslie wanted to talk about how do you get over past relationships. So I think I've given you guys some good things to think about. The number one thing is you have to learn how to forgive, and forgiveness is not easy, but it can happen. You can forgive, and some of you all was in relationship, even still in relationship, and managed to bring your relationship closer and together by what? Listening to each other and forgiving one another. And that's another thing too I want to talk about too. When you're in a relationship and when you're having problems, whether you're in the marriage or you're just living together, how do you know when the relationship is going bad? It's when you're not communicating with each other. When you stop respecting each other. Now you're cursing each other out. You're disrespecting each other now. You can't love somebody that you can't respect. If you say you love me, you respect me, right? Right? Okay. If you respect me, you're going to love me, right? That's the way I see it. Love and respect goes hand to hand. Somebody might say, well, I can respect you and not love you. I don't know. If we were friends. But if you're talking about lovers, no, you can't. No, you can't. You know how I can say that? Pathetically like that because I've been married before. When my husband started disrespecting me, no, baby, you don't love me. You couldn't have. You couldn't respect me because if you respected me, you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have said that. Love would have kept you from doing that. Am I right, y'all? The truth is the truth. So when a person start disrespecting you, you can't love somebody that's disrespecting you. How? I can't do that. Now, if you were a friend, perhaps, but in a relationship, no, you can't do that. So if the person is not respecting you and they're not willing to even listen to what you got to say or honor to how you feel, you're going to have some issues. You're going to have some issues in that. So young ladies, if a man does not respect you enough to say, well, baby, I'm sorry, baby, you're right, or I disagree with you, but I respect your opinion about that, that doesn't mean that he has to go around calling you the B word, the MF word, disrespecting you in front of other people. And then when you get home, then he want to tell you, oh, baby, I'm sorry, but then he goes back and do it again. How can you love somebody like that? Somebody and just belittled you and put you down and, did all these things. How can you respect somebody like that? How can you love somebody like that? You can't. You can't do it. So ladies, if you are involved in relationships like that, soul search yourself and say, do I really want to be involved in something like that? Do I really want my kids to be raised up in something like that? Because a lot of times it's not all about you. Sometimes it's about the children too. It's about the children too. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Did it make sense to y'all? Okay, I just want to make sure y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Put your own way in, your own thoughts and views about when it come down in a relationship about respecting one another. You have to respect one another when you love each other. You don't have to always agree, but respect to me plays a great big part in a relationship. Wives, now this is for the married couple. Always respect your husband. Husbands, always respect your wife. Even sometimes when you're in a joking matter, sometimes you can say little kooky things, little crazy things. It might be a little touchy. It might be a little sensitive. Always respect each other. Respect goes a long ways. You can get they hear that saying, they say you can draw more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. If you want that husband to get up there and fix the roof and fix the shingles and stuff like that, and he's been kind of lazy and he won't do it and all this stuff, you can't, they call him, you just this, use this, that, and you get up there and do it. You get up there and do it then. So, if you draw him with kindness and love, he'll get up there and fix it and do it. Or if not that, go ahead and pay somebody to do it. That'll always work out too. Mm-hmm. So just remember, always respect one another. Respect is key, y'all. It's vital in the relationship. It's vital, And one thing I can't stand for a man to disrespect his wife on any level, any level. I can't stand to see a woman disrespect her husband. I'm speaking for husband because boyfriend, girlfriend, you want the same thing. You want the same respect. But when you're in holy matrimony, you're one. You're not longer like this, like girlfriend, boyfriend, And that's another subject within itself, too, when you're talking about girlfriend and boyfriend. I think I was talking to my little 15-year-old granddaughter about relationships when it comes down to being girlfriend and boyfriend. And I was telling her, I said, well, honestly, he's not really obligated to not cheat on you. He's really not. Why? Because he's just what we call it. He's a what? He's a boy and he's a friend. Now, marriage is totally different. It's totally different. The Bible doesn't speak anything about girlfriend and boyfriend, but the Bible speaks about marriage. And in a marriage, he calls it adultery. When one person within the marriage is supposed to be like that and he cheats, he calls that an adultery. For single people that are not married, he calls that fornication. Now, he's committed fornication. Matter of fact, both of y'all committed fornication if y'all here cheating on each other. That's when you're not married. But when your girlfriend, boyfriend, he's really, but and society put down commitment and relationship on why? Because hi sis. I'm glad you can make it. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, sis. We put a stipulation on relationship when we're girlfriend boyfriend. Why? Because we're living together, or even if you live in your place and you're living in my place, that you're supposed to be faithful to me. So we call that what? A commitment, right? We call that a commitment. Well, you my boyfriend, you my girlfriend, you committed to me. We've been going together for 15 years. We've been going together for 5 years. And now you cheating on me. You've been unfaithful to me. Well, like I said now, the thing that we call relationship, we call that cheating on each other. Cheating on each other. But in actuality, he's not really married to you to not cheat on you. Now, if he was married to you by the Bible standard and the law and man's law, he was unfaithful to you. Now, I know some of y'all might not see it like that. I was a girlfriend too. Okay, so I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to get you all to really see the difference between marriage and commitment relationship opposed to girlfriend and boyfriend relationship. I know some of y'all probably saying this too. Not if I'm paying your bills. You my man. I got papers on you. No, you ain't got papers on because he paying your bills. So you feel like you got papers on her or him because he done paid your car note, he done paid your car insurance, he may pay your rent or your mortgage. But he still and she still is a girlfriend and a boyfriend. But we in society, we call that a commitment. And if you go out and you cheat on me, you had stepped out on me, you was wrong for that. Well, truly, he was and she was wrong for stepping out on you. You're right. I'm not saying that they're not wrong. They are wrong. They are wrong. But I'm just trying to get you to see the difference in it when you really look at it in the Bible aspect of it. Not what we call we're in a commitment relationship, but we're not married. Okay. And then some people really see it like that, because I kind of see it like that. Even like I said, even though I was in a girlfriend and boyfriend relationship too, but in my mind, I was hurt because he cheated on me. But in a sense, I really didn't have any claim to him. I really didn't, even though we were living together like man and wife. We were paying bills like man and wife. But in nationality, he really, really wasn't mine. Why? Because he was not my husband. He was just what he said he was, a boyfriend. Y'all get what I'm saying? Kind of like that. Yeah, but yeah. So, anyway, you're not supposed to cheat. If you say that you're in a committed relationship, don't cheat on your spouse. Don't cheat on your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Don't cheat on your husband or your wife. Okay? All right, y'all. So like I said, this is not going to be a long broadcast because I do have to go to work, but I did want to come on here today and discuss how do you get over past hurt relationships. Number one, forgive. You have to forgive the person. It's not always easy. No, it's not. It wasn't easy for me. Trust me. It was not easy. When you love from the heart, it is not easy by any means, but it can be done. And you can have another happy, productive relationship. You can have that. Yes, you can. Now, if you're talking about how can you get over the hurt, and nice to see you too. Nice to see you too, sis. Now, if you're talking about if you're still in the relationship, dealing with hurt, now you have to really ask yourself, why are you still in it? What benefits are you getting out of being in a hurt relationship? Now, we're not talking about past. Past is when when you was in it, but you're out. But let's deal with it if you're still in the relationship and you're still been hurt. So you have to ask yourself, why are you still in it? Some people might say, well, because I love him or because I love her. No. That might be one part, but what's the main part? What is the main part? Because if somebody's hurting you in a relationship, your natural instincts would tell you, get out of it. Move on. It's not working out for you. So what are you really getting out of it? Is it because you have nowhere else to go, or you don't want to be by yourself? Or you don't want to be by yourself? You have to really ask yourself that. Are you really staying in the relationship because you truly love him or her, even though they're hurting you every day? You're upset. Everything is through off balance in your life. You're just miserable, but you're staying in the relationship. Why are you staying in it? Why? When you can get out of it, you don't have to stay. Especially when you don't have kids. Why? So you have to really ask yourself, why am I still staying in this relationship and it's not benefiting me? I'm not happy anymore. Why am I still here? I always say because you're getting a payout from it. You all know what I'm talking about. You're getting a payout. Because the average woman or average man, when they've been hurt in the relationship to the core, you get all of it. There's no wrong with you standing if you're trying to work it out. But if it's not working out for you, you need to get out of it. You need to move on. You need to move on. Put happiness and put joy back in your life. Don't stay in a relationship if it's causing you to lose sleep and it's causing you to age. It's causing you to lose your hair. You can't think straight. You're crying all the time. You're snapping at everybody because you're miserable in the relationship that you're in. Don't stay in it. It's not worth all that. And a lot of times people stay in relationships. Why? Because they're getting the payout. What is the payout? You know what the payout is. I don't know what it is. I can only think of some things that could be the payout. And the payout is this. Well, I got food and shelter over my head. Okay. I don't have nowhere else to go. Or I'm standing in it for the kids. You can make up all the excuses in the world, but the right reason to move out of it. Because you can be miserable all by yourself. Why be miserable with somebody? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get that. When I was miserable and unhappy in mine, I got all of it. And I was a housewife. Like the Atlanta Housewives. Yeah. I was like that. I didn't have a job. I married straight from home. Didn't have a clue about working and nothing else. My husband took care of me. But you thought I stayed in it because I didn't have a job. I didn't know what to do. And no, I tried. No. Wait a minute, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm thirsty. I was thirsty, sis. I was thirsty. So yeah. So think about some of the reasons why some of our young people stay in abusive relationships and hurting relationships. Why do you really stay in it? You can get out of it anytime you want to get out of it. Mm-hmm. It might not be an easy move, but it can be done. I did it. I did it. That's how I know it can be done. I'm talking about from experience, y'all, how you can move on with kids. Because I had my daughter. I didn't have 3 or 4 kids, but still, you can do it. Sometimes you have to plan ahead of time. When you see your relationship is not going right, that's even whether you're married or you just going together. You have to start planning stuff ahead. Have y'all seen that movie with Jennifer Lopez? Uh, I can't think. It was a movie with Jennifer Lopez played in it, and her husband was abusive to her, and she stayed in it, but he hit her one day so hard that she fell out, and she knew then that she had to get out of that relationship with her and the little girl. So what did she do? She started planning stuff, started thinking ahead, and one night she decided she was going to leave that joker, and she left that joker, and her family stepped in. And I know something. Well, I don't have family to step in and help me. Plan, baby, plan, plan. If you got a little job and if you don't have a little job, he's giving you money, get you some money. Get you some money. Put it away. Put it in the savings account. So making moves. Start strategizing. I'm trying to help you out because somebody needs to hear this. How you can move out of abusive relationship and move into your own place. You don't have to stay there because you feel like you're trapped. You don't have nowhere else to go. You don't have no money. Pray and ask God to send you some finances so you can put money up to move out. My kids, my granddaughter is in her room. My granddaughter, she's 15. My daughter, she's 35 years old. My daughter's here though. She got off work and she stopped by here to visit with me for a little while. Yeah. You talking about my little girl, my little granddaughter that you see all the time in the videos? That's my granddaughter, Diana. She's in her room. Yeah, I told them I was going live, so they had to be quiet. Yeah. Yeah, so start strategizing things in your life so that you don't feel like you have to stay locked into an abusive relationship. If that makes sense to anybody, just let me know down in the comments that it makes sense to you. See, our young people need to know, they need to be encouraged about how to move past hurt relationships, even if you're in relationships they're toxic to you, you know. And I know down through the years, the generation, our aunts and uncles and stuff like that, and we've seen them how they husbands and girlfriends went through all of this up and downs, and they managed to still stick it together. But that was then, and this is now. Time have changed. You don't have to stay in relationships because you're married, because you're involved with somebody. You don't have to stay in that if it's not uh, being positive in your life and in your children's life. Now, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not telling people to go out and get a divorce if you feel like your marriage can be saved, because the Bible says He's rather that you reconcile. But the Bible even gives you leeway to divorce your partner if you find them in adultery, in the fault. That's the only reason. That's the only reason now you can divorce your husband. Now, if you're just living together as girlfriend and boyfriend, you ain't got no claims to him. He ain't got no claims to you. You can walk out of there anytime you get ready. Why? Because look at that. The devil was mad. Maybe drop the phone. Maybe drop the phone. Why? Because that's not your husband. That's not your wife. You can walk out anytime you get ready. Anytime you get ready. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off. And I thank all of you all that has come out to join your girl Emma and the live stream today. How do you get over past hurt? I thank you all. Thank you all of my ethnic friends. Thank you so much for dropping in on your girl. I appreciate that. Thank you, sister. Thank you to all the subscribers, all my YouTube family. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. So I'm going to wrap this discussion up on how do you get over past hurt. And I hope this helped somebody. I have answered some of you all's questions about how do you get over it. But number one is forgive. You forgive first. You have to forgive the person that did the wrong and hurt you to the core. And after that, the healing process starts. And when the healing process starts, when you're not holding on to it, you don't forget it, you just don't hold on to it. You don't bring it back into your relationship. You're going to go make some coffee? All right. Okay. I'm so happy that you could me, sis. Thank you so much. I've seen some of your videos today. I've seen a couple of them today. So, all right, sis. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, can you tell me what time it is that, where you are right now? Because some of you all tell me what time it is where you are. Because here, it's 5:30 here. Okay. All right, sis. Okay. All right, you guys. So until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. We got 2 more days. Thursday, which is tomorrow, is Valentine's Day, and Friday. 2 more discussions. Tomorrow we're going to discuss why is salvation important. Why is it important for you to have salvation, which is being saved? That's what salvation is. And tomorrow, I'm not going to be very long. I'm going to start at 4 because it is Valentine's Day. And I myself have plans to go out to do stuff on Valentine's Day. So I'm going to definitely start at 4 o'clock my time. And a lot of you guys might not be here to watch the live broadcast, but you can always pick it back up on the replay. And thank you to all the replay viewers that are going to come on and watch this later on. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. So until next time, I'll see everybody tomorrow on Valentine's Day. And the topic would be, why is salvation important? All right. Leave me some comments at the end of the broadcast and let me know what do you think how our young people, this is for our young people now and older people too, but I really want to address this for the younger people, okay? How do you get over past hurt? If you can give any advice to a young lady that's 26, 27, 28, 30, 32, like my daughter is 35, or even younger, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. If you can give any advice, what one advice will you give to them how to get over past hurt? Hi. Hi. Carlos. Hi, Carlos. Thanks for joining me. I'm getting ready to sign off the air now. So until next time, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Smooches to everybody. All right, you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.